Chris Broussard. We know we're in the middle of an NFL season, but there was a wild flurry of action. Chris Broussard joining us. Let's start with this. Analytically, it's a nightmare. It'll be the best team photo in NBA history if D. Wade joins them. It'll be Westbrook, Melo, D. Wade, and Paul George. What do you make of this move, Melo to OKC?
Well, first of all, I think D. Wade will end up in Cleveland, I believe. So you won't have to throw him in there. But I like it. I think they are the second best team in the West.
So the second best team in the NBA?
I don't know if I put them ahead of Cleveland. Cleveland, I think Cleveland is better. Yes, I'm saying it. Better now this year than they were last year.
Cleveland.
Yes. I think you're going to see Derrick Rose play at a high level. Not old Derrick Rose, but I've talked to people in the NBA. Some people are saying this guy averaged 18 points on 47% shooting in the dysfunction that is New York, in the triangle offense that has never been about the point guard doing his thing.
Okay.
And so you're getting that. You got Jay Crowder. I think they'll get D. Wade. They feel like they have a good problem in Cleveland, which is we got so many talented players.
Okay, so this Melo thing, and that Kristine's going
Second
over. She's like,
team.
oh,
you like it really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Russell Westbrook, yeah. Carmelo won't shoot a three. Westbrook won't shoot. You know who I think the winner is? The Lakers, because Paul George by the All-Star break's like, get me out of here. Nobody will play defense.
No, here's the thing. They've got Robertson, Steven Adams, and Paul George for defense. They have enough firepower now with Melo where you can keep Robertson on the floor. Even if defenses ignore him,
it's okay.
You still have to deal with those other three guys. Melo, now I hate to equate the Olympics to an 82-game season because it's totally different, right? But at this stage of his career, Carmelo Anthony knows there's only one thing he can do to help his legacy. Win. Or get to not even a championship, but win at a high level.
What did NBA sources say to you when this trade came down? What did they say to you?
Well, they're different. Some are kind of feel like I hadn't talked to anybody that hated it, but some, like you, think it's going to be an adjustment. There's only one basketball, but others like it.
It's a lot of ISO guys.
It's a lot of talent.
It's a lot of
three ISO guys.
I know.
But how did they play when Kevin Durant was there? ISO. And they had the best team in the world down 3-1. Now you've got three ISO guys, not just two. They're all going to have to make adjustments. Westbrook's going to have to share the ball a little more, obviously. Paul George will have to adjust to being the second guy. And Melo, I think, can handle being the third guy now. What I want from him is more catch and shoot. Don't hold the ball as much. When you get it, make a decision quicker than you have throughout your career. But he is a very good catch-and-shoot player. Paul George can catch and shoot. They didn't have any of that last year. They didn't even have any of that when Durant was there outside of Kevin Durant. So I think that this is, like I said, I stand behind it, second best team in the West.
Don't you think there's something to be said for a group of guys who haven't won a championship yet? They all come together and they have to let go of their egos a little bit and learn how to play together?
Right.
Yes, because here's the thing with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
It's perfect for Westbrook because last year he showed, now everybody knows when I'm by myself, I'm going to do what nobody else could do other than Oscar Robertson. Right. Average a triple-double. Now, what can Russell Westbrook do to enhance his legacy?
Win games.
Thank you.
Pass the ball.
And that's what he will do this year, win games. Look, they're going to be tough, man.
Now, listen, they're going to be entertaining. I don't know how it's going to work
So
out.
where do you think they are in the West?
I think they're interesting. I'll take Golden State 1, Houston 2, this team 3, and then just kind of there is no fourth team right now. Why do you look at me like that?
The Houston, too?
You don't like Houston.
Chris Paul and James Harden are already arguing in the Madden commercial or whatever that is. I mean, come on. No. But look, I like Houston. I think they're 4. I think San Antonio is still 3rd, and I think they battle with OKC for the second best.
Today at Cavs Media Day, LeBron finally speaks on Kyrie Irving. Quote, I was ready to give him the keys. I tried to help him be as good as he could be. I don't have any advice for him now. You're either with us or you're against us. LeBron said he hasn't communicated with Kyrie Irving since the trade. Let me just lay it out there. These guys can't stand each other.
You know what's interesting? Talking to people there, And you saw it on the sidelines, them laughing and joking, dancing at times.
Right.
What people told me is that there was no argument between them. There was no one moment where it came to a head. That was real. But Kyrie was not in the crew. He didn't want to be in the crew. He was not, following LeBron like everybody else in the franchise. And so there was never this incident where it was just evident they didn't like each other. People tell me they were fine, but it wasn't like they were buddy or anything like. You don't think so?
No, I know so. It goes back years. I think. No, I know.
I've seen them. I've been with them.
Yes.
Before LeBron even went there at All-Star games, Kyrie would be with LeBron. I'm not saying they were buddies. I'm just saying they never had a moment where
they didn't like each other. It was never like animosity, but it was like, I don't care for that person.
Yeah, but
I think the championship brought them back together a little bit, and then the truth just came back out.
Honeymoons always bring people together.
The truth was this, and Kyrie alluded to this when he was on First Take. There were two things that led him out of there. One, LeBron just controls the franchise.
No question.
And that bothered Kyrie.
And should, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. And that bothered Kyrie. And two, he said it on First Take. He said, I'm looking forward to being a complete point guard. I'm looking forward to coming off the pick and roll and making decisions. He didn't want to just stand on the wing and wait for LeBron to make something happen
That's
for
fair.
him. Or, okay, it's my turn to go ISO.
No,
those are the two things that he was fed up with.
Okay, and finally, Chris Broussard on Monday. Kevin Durant is, he's reacting like anybody would do with a huge public divorce. And the Warriors, the smartest culture in the NBA, arguably, are like, we're perplexed about Kevin Durant. And my whole takeaway is, he just had the world's biggest public divorce. You think 15 months later it's all solved? Like, of course Kevin Durant's struggling. It seems odd. And, like, why won't the Warriors put their arm around him instead of dropping sources to Chris Mannix? We can't figure the guy out. He can't get over it. People don't get over their first love at 18 years old when they're 58.
Well, Kevin Durant is sensitive. And that to me, he needs to recognize what his personality is and stop being concerned with what people are saying about him and what people are tweeting about him. Some players get fueled by criticism. Some players get fueled by haters, and they go out and they become a better player. Kevin Durant is one of those guys that the voices get in his head. And I think he feels like it's therapeutic, whereas early in his career, he wouldn't say much. He would let it eat him up inside privately. I think he feels like it's therapeutic to just let it out. I'm not going to let it build up.
That's right.
I'm just going to say something. But that doesn't look good either. I think what he needs to do is take a page out of LeBron James's book and say, like when LeBron in the playoffs, I'm not even looking at social media. I understand he's 28. He's a child of this generation. So he's all into social media. But you have to understand your personality. If it bothers you that much that it's going to eat you up or make you respond negatively publicly, then you have to just cut it off to a large degree.
Okay, let's go. Kristine, Chris Broussard, me. How many games will the Oklahoma City and their analytically disastrous roster win? All right, Kristine, how many games will they win out of 82? I'll go with 12.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
60.
Oh, good God.
Ooh.
What?
1.
61?
Yeah.
I'm going 52.
I'm going to say 56.
61's like...
I'm an optimist, Colin.
61.
61.
50 what?
56.
I'll go 52. Give me some chemistry issues. Hey, it's my ball. No, it's my ball. You defend. No, you defend.
Boston's going to have that too.
Yeah, every team has that. And then it works out or it doesn't. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.